Oh, hi, Mazin Bhai, welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to e-signatures. Hi. I'm doing great. What about you? Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, everyone. Comments your names. You're most welcome. What is your name? Melody. Hey, Melody. How are you? Good morning. Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Welcome. Hi, Veins. How are you? VANCE. Here is yours. Hi, Zada. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Hero. Hi, Hero. Welcome. Yasmin is here. Hi, Yasmin. Welcome. Mary. Sarah is here. Okay, Verti. Hi, Verti. Of course, Veins is here. Here is a beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. If you want a screenshot of your name, I'm gonna miss that at 3 minutes of the live. So you can watch my live later as well. Isabel is here. Hi, Isabel. How are you, Jackson? Hi, Jackson. Hi, Karan. How are you? Hey, Maria. How are you? SIBL. Hi, Sibel. Sophia is here. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Bharti. Welcome. Here is yours. Hi, Lavanya. Welcome, Lavanya. Here is yours. Yes, Jackson. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Bharti. Here is yours. Julia is here. Hi, Julia. Okay, XYECOC. Here is yours. Zainab. Hi, Zainab. Welcome. I'm a fan. Thank you so much, dear. Hi, Elias. Welcome. ISA. Hi. Rasulbek is here. Hi, Rasulbek. How are you? Here is yours. Jackson. Hi. Keon is here. Hi, Keon. Welcome. Thank you so much, dear. Hi, Islam is here. Welcome, Tim. Hi, Tim. Iranza, hi. Here is your beautiful name. Sana is here. I am from near Tamil Nadu. Okay, good to hear. Thank you so much for joining. Zian, welcome. Manju is here. Hi, Manju. K. Brian, B-R-Y-A-N. Brian is here. Samantha is here. Hi, Samantha. Here is yours. Ramesh. Hi, Ramesh. How are you? Riker. Hi, Riker. KF. Well, hi, Eva. Rohma. Hi, Rohma. Lela. Hey, Lela. Fatima is here. Hi, Fatima. Thank you so much for joining here. Skylar. Hi, Skylar. Welcome. Ziana. Hi, Ziana. Welcome. Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Welcome. Olivia. Hi, Olivia. Welcome. Harper is here. Hey, Harper. Welcome. Sushi is here. Hi, Sushi. Kawhi. Hi, Mahnoor. Welcome. How are you? Here is yours. Okay, Vicky is here. Hi, Vicky. John. Hey, John. Sophia. Hi, Sophia. Merrick. Hi, Merrick. Happy. Hi, Happy. Welcome. K. Rumi is here. Hi, Rumi. Harun. Hey, Harun. Hari. Hi. Pavitra. Pavitra. Hi, Pavitra. Hi, Renola. Good morning. How are you? Beckett is here. Hi, Beckett. Here is your beautiful name. Chloe. Hi, Chloe. Welcome. Nice to meet you. What is your name? Thank you so much for joining. Ansley is here. Maia. Mia. Hi. Ajwa. Hi, Ajwa. Welcome. Rebecca is here. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining, dear. Dila is here. Hi, Dila. Ryder. Hi, Ryder. Welcome. Ghuna. Guna is here. Yumali. Hi, Yumali. Welcome. Here is yours. Kim Moise is here. Hey, Moise. Welcome. Mira is here. Hey, Mira. Suhail. Hi, Suhail. Welcome. Brooke is here. Hi, Brooke. You're most welcome, dear. Mede is here. Thank you so much for joining. Mede, welcome. She too is here. Welcome. William, welcome. Here is yours. Oh, hi. Thomas is here. Welcome. Good morning. Okay, Mariam. Welcome. Okay, Scott. Hi. Magnus. Magnus. Welcome, Magnus. Ahyeon. Welcome. Hi, Ayana. Welcome. Rahil is here. Hi, Rahil. Sorry. VRA. Presley. Welcome. Zuala is here. Hi, Zuala. Here is yours, Bobby. Bobby. Bobby, welcome. Danycia. Welcome, Denisha. What is your name? Lily is here. Hi. Amber. Hi, Amber. Welcome. Okay, Anuj. Hi, Anuj. Isla is here. Is Zafna. Zafna is here. ABU. Hi. Okay, Kylie. Hi, Kylie. Welcome. Hey, Ari. Here is yours. HAOKIP. Hi. Suleiman is here. Hi, Suleiman. Welcome. Noor. Welcome, Noor. Matthew is here. Hi, Matthew. Eva. Kevin. Hi. Shubham is here. Hi, Shubham. Hi, Abigail. Welcome. Lama. Hi, Lama. Sparkle. Hi, Sparkle. Welcome. Lee. No. Hi. Sahib, welcome. Here is yours. Janelle. Jamel. Welcome, Janelle. Aubrey is here. Hi, Aubrey. Said is here. Welcome. Here is yours. Mayde. Hi. Okay, Edward. Hi, Edward. Welcome. Here is yours. Key Mango. Hi, Mango. Welcome. Key Domi. Hi, Domi. Stella. Hi, Stella. Irina. Hi, Irina. Hey, Anthony. Hi, Anthony. Welcome. Jades is here. Hey, Jades. Welcome. Okay, Pretty. Hi, Pretty. Welcome. Varga is here. Hi. Alia. Hey, Alia. Here is a beautiful name. Okay, who's that? Changban. Hi, Changban. William. Hi, William. Dustin. Hey, Dustin. How are you? Vihaga is here. Hi, Vihaga. Aaron. Hey, Aaron. Amara. Hi. Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. Xander. Hey, Xander. Here is yours. Okay, ABI. Welcome. Abby is here. Jitendra. Jitendra. Hi, Jitendra. Welcome. Here is yours. Hey, Kim is here. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Hey, Usad is here. Hi, Usad. Please ignore the background noises. Ali and Sarah. Hi. Sandra. Okay, hi Angie, welcome. Milana is here. Hi Milana. Nicole is here. Hi Nicole, welcome. Bud, B-U-D. Hi Bud. Dennis. Dennis and Ada. Hi, here is yours. Hey, Mason is here. Hi Mason, welcome. Umar. Hi Umar. Bugra. Here is yours. Trini. Hi Trini. Welcome. Elise. Elise is here. Markila, welcome. Here is yours. Hey Melody. Hey Melody, welcome. Sandy is here. Hi. Rumi. Hi Rumi. Paris. Paris. Welcome. Net is here. Hi. Welcome. Mehrona. Mehrona. Welcome. Okay, then hold on a minute. Here is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Rex. Hey, Rex. Sophia is here. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Bristol. Welcome. Okay, Max. Here is yours. Sifat is here. Hi, Sifat. Shauna. Welcome. James is here. Hi, James. Melody. Another Melody. Wow, welcome. Angel. Hi, Angel. Okay, Kado. Hi, Kado. Lilia is here. Virginia. Hi. Ayan is here. Hi, Ayan. Welcome. SUNO. Hi. Divija is here. Divija, welcome. Whiter. Hi, Whiter. Philae is here. Hi, Philae. Welcome. Vander. Hey, Vander. Thank you so much for joining. Nirob is here. Hi, Nirob. Okay, Ella. Hi, Ella. Tegan. Teagan. Hi, Tegan. Remy. Okay, Remy. Gul Sanam. Gul Sanam is here. Welcome. Daniel, welcome. Okay, Gabby. Hi. Noah. Welcome, Noah. Jamina is here. Hi. Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Eva. Hi. Muslima. Hi, Muslima. Here is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Cinder is here. Hi. Welcome. Liamos. Welcome. Okay, Shinobu is here. Hi, Shinobu. Who is now Cinder? Please don't spam. Here is yours. Athena is here. Hi, Athena. Thank you so much for joining. What is your name, dear? Void is here. Addy, please don't spam Cindy and Addy. Okay, Ashley is here. Hi. Zoe. Hi, Zoe. Jalayna. Welcome. Camila is here. Hi, Camila. Thank you so much for joining. Gio is here. Are you FAWN? Okay, Caroline is here. Hi, Caroline. Welcome. Chase is here. Hi, Chase. Mahmoud. Hi, Mahmoud. Welcome. Arva. Hi, Kira. Andy. Hi, Andy. Welcome. DESHAM. Hi. Scarlett is here. Hi, Scarlett. How are you? Scarlett. Okay. Rayan is here. Hi, Rayan. Elisa. Hi, Elisa. Welcome. Tomina. Hi. Here is yours. Keel is here. Hi, Keel. Aditya. Hi, Aditya. Welcome. Who is next? Paris is here. Hi, Paris. Ian is here. Hi, Ian. Okay, Advik. Hi, Advik. Welcome. 6, 7. Okay. Here is yours, Rosa. Hi, Rosa. Welcome, Paula. Paula. Hi, Paula. Okay, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. EDLGIAIA. Here is yours. Thank you so much for joining, but please don't spam. Yanelis is here. Hi. 6, 5. Welcome. EWELINA. Hi, here is yours. Scarlett. Scarlett is here. Another Scarlett. Hi. Latif. Welcome, Latif. Thank you so much for joining. DHAIA. Hi. Thank you so much for the compliments, dear. Hi, Victoria is here. RUI. Welcome. Here is yours. You're most welcome, dear. OII. Here is yours. K. Ansley. Hi, Ansley. Welcome. Eva, you're most welcome, dear. Here is your beautiful name. Okay, Umar is here. Hi, Umar. Oh, Lala, I'm so sad to hear, dear. Here is yours. Hi, Amber. Welcome. Okay, Aline is here. Hi, Aline. Welcome. Wes. Hey, Wes. Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much for joining, dear. Sarah says you have a wonderful day to you too. Let me clean this first. Okay. Who is next? HUDSON. Hi. Welcome. Amira. Welcome back, Amira. Here is yours. Santosh is here. Hi Santosh, welcome. Mars, hi Mars, welcome. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Hi Rehana, welcome. Here is yours. Okay, another Muslim is here. Hi. If you want a screenshot of your name, you can watch my live later as well. Your name is done at 26 minutes of the live, so thank you. Sammy is here. Hi, Sammy. Ladies, why are you so sad? Hi, Grace. Welcome. What is your name, dear? Aranja. Hi, Aranja. Welcome. CECE. Hi. Tara. Hi, Tara. Welcome. Billy. Hi. Kill Levin is here. Hi. Lois is here. Hi, Lois. Okay. What is your name? Kubra is here. Hi, Kubra. Nala. Hi, Nala. Justice. Hey, Justice. Welcome. RUYA. Welcome. Here is yours. Alfredo. Hey, Alfredo. Welcome. Nikita is here. Hi, Nikita. Here is yours. Okay, Violet is here. Hi, Violet. Welcome. Venus is here. Hi, Venus. Okay, BUGRA. Here is yours. Noel. Hi, Noel. Welcome. Marjana is here. Hey, Marjana. Welcome. Okay, Eden. Thank you so much for subscribing. What? Get well soon, dear. Hey, Tate. Lenny. Hi, Lenny. Welcome. Julian is here. Hi, Julian. How are you? Nita is here. KINNEDI. Canada is here. Okay, Stormy. Hi, Stormy. Welcome. Eva. Hi, Eva. Shyla is here. Hi, Shyla. ANISN. Welcome. Hi, Abigail. Welcome, Abigail. Here is yours. Hey, Petro is here. Hi, Petro. Gia. Hi, Gia. Manisa is here. Hi, Manisa. Welcome. RYLEE. Riley. You're most welcome, dear. Hey, Elton. Thank you so much for joining. Cameron. Hi, Cameron. Here is yours. MIGUEL. Welcome. Arya is here. Hi, Arya. Welcome. You're most welcome, dear. Mela. Hi. AHMYRIE. Welcome. Here is yours. John is here. DALLAS. Welcome. Hi, Andres. Welcome, Andres. Here is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Lismar is here. Hi, Lismar. Thank you so much for joining. I subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hi, Amber. Welcome. Johnny. Hi, Johnny. Welcome. Here is yours. Kill Lama is here. Hi, Lama. Brynil. Here is your Fyrous. Yes, Rose. Hi. Leslie is here. Okay, Jessam is here. Hi. Welcome. Yara. Hi, Yara. Daniel. Hi, Danielle. Welcome, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Welcome. Julie. Another Julie is here. Hi. Okay. Kennedy. Welcome. Okay. Everly is here. Hi, Everly. Oliver, welcome. Thank you for joining Mireille. Hi, Mireille. Welcome. Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Here is your beautiful name. Mahmoud. Hi, Mahmoud. How are you? Elva. Hi, Elva. Rumi is here. Hi, Iker. Welcome. Here is yours. Scooter is here. Hi, Scooter. How are you? Welcome. Jean. Hi. KJ. Welcome, KJ. Slick is here. Hi, Slick. Okay, Ethan. Ethan is here. Haile is here. Hi, Haile. Welcome. Sana is here. Welcome, Sana. Here is your Serbo. Hi, Serbo. Welcome. Lean is here. Hi, Lean. Joel. Hi, Joel. Welcome. Who is next? Melissa is here. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Max. Hi, Max. Robin. Hi, Robin. Welcome. Phoenix. Hi, Phoenix. Vic. Hey, Vic. Let me clean this first. Hey, Theo. Hi, Danny. Welcome, Danny. Belen. Hi, Belen. Welcome. Okay, Bonita is here. Hi, Bonita. Welcome. Sabrina. Sabrina is here. KEFE. Here is yours. NUNA. Welcome. Arlen. Welcome, Arlen. Ellen is here. Hi, Ellen. Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Welcome. Merrick. Hi, Merrick. Zevius. Hi, Zevius. It is yours. Rose is here. Hi, Rose. Welcome. Mavia. Hi, Mavia. Welcome. TOP. Top. Hi, Eva. Welcome. Gianna is here. Nabiha. Hi, Nabiha. Henry. Hi, Henry. Welcome. Ruby. Hi, Ruby. King Dale is here. Hi, Dale. Yo-Yo. Hi. Here is yours. Viren. Viren is here. Santi. Hi, Santi. Okay, Briley. Hi, Briley. Siobhan. Siobhan is here. Elloa. Eloa. Corey. Hi, Corey. Welcome. It's my birthday today. What is your name? Happy birthday. Hey, Brooke. Welcome. Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Okay, Julianne. Welcome. Helena. Hi, Helena. Welcome. Who is next? Buena. Hi, Bhumi. Hey, Bhumi. Welcome. Luana is here. Hi, my name is Jaoa. Hey, there's yours. Zen is here. Hi, Zen. Welcome. Bartek. Bartek is here. Lismar is here. Welcome. Oh, Alpha. Hi, Alpha. Welcome. Noah is here. Hi, Noah. YCARO. Welcome. Rumi. Hi, Rumi. Welcome. Here is yours. Renata. Welcome, Renata. Here is yours. Hi, Ben. Hey, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Welcome. Leila. Leila is here. Sena. Sena. Adrian. Hi, Adrian. Welcome. Okay, Arusa is here. Hi, Arusa. Maylon. Milan. Mac. Hi, Mac. Okay, Lara is here. Hi, Lara. Beatrice. Beatrice. Hey, Beatrice. Isaac is here. Hi, Isaac. How are you? Savannah. Come on, guys. Double tap on your screens, please. Do like the live and don't forget to subscribe. Alec, welcome. Mile is here. Hey, Mile. Welcome. Molana. Hi. Naughty is here. Hey, Naughty. Welcome. Kamindo. Hi, Kamindo. Welcome. Gabby is here. Hi, Gabby. Carter. Thank you so much for subscribing, Carter. Here is your beautiful name. Char. Hi. Kohana is here. Hi, Kohana. Welcome. Please me. What is your name? Eladio. Welcome. Gugo. Here is yours. Okay, Stasia. Stasia. Hi, Stasia. Welcome, Willow. Hi, Willow. Here is your beautiful name. Yay, who is next? Carbe is here. Thomas. Hi, Thomas. Welcome. Here is yours. Addicus. Hi. J O Joao. Hi. Here is yours. Mary is here. Hey, Mary. Welcome, Zana. Hi Zana, thank you so much for joining. Daniel is here. Hi Daniel, welcome. Here is your beautiful name, Rosa. Hi, welcome. Ali is here. Hi Ali. Here is Roxana, Roxana. Here is your Roxana. Who is next? GK is here. Hi, Amir. Hi, Amir. Welcome. Jonas. Hi, Jonas. Here is yours. Umar is here. Hi, Umar. Jada is here. Welcome. Hey, Brad. Brad. Brad, welcome. Leo is here. Leo, welcome. Rafao. Hi, Rafao. Welcome, Maria. Hi, Maria. Nehir is here. Hi, Nehir. Welcome, Levis. Hey, Levis. Welcome. Deva is here. Welcome, Deva. Bobby. Welcome, Bobby. Here is your beautiful name. Okay, Max is here. Thank you so much, Max. Lily is here. Hi, Lily. Here is yours, Eva. Welcome, Eva. Claudia, Claudia. Welcome, Claudia. Hey, Muhammad is here. Hi, Muhammad. Here is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Kitsune is here. Hi, Kitsune. Here is yours, Andrea. Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Welcome. Welcome, Luna. How are you? Kylie is here. Welcome, Kylie. Harper. Hi, Harper. Welcome. Oh, Mocha. Hi, Mocha. Welcome. Hey, Daghen. Welcome, Jivan. Hi, Jivan. Nihal. Hi, Nihal. Welcome, Mark is here. Hi, Mark. Ariel is here. Hi, Ariel. Welcome. Medina. Hi. Welcome. Okay, Ozo. Hi, Ozo. Here is yours. Hi, Gani. Welcome. Faith is here. Hi, Faith. Welcome. Ahmed is here. Hi, Ahmed. Will. Hi, Will. Dear Rubab. Thank you so much for subscribing, Rubab. Here is your beautiful name. Okay, who is next? LUC. Welcome. Basma is here. Hi, Basma. Welcome, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Here is yours, Ash. Hey, Ash. Welcome. Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Zumra. Hi, Zumra. Welcome, OLT. Hi, Ronan. Hi, Ronan. Kate Taylor is here. Hi, Taylor. Here is yours. Ken is here. Hi, Ken. K. Ray. Hi, Ray. Welcome, Dolly. Hi, Dolly. Isaac. Isaac, welcome. Hey, Claudia. Hi, here is yours. Thank you so much for joining. 6-7. Lela is here. Hi, Lela. Oscar. Uh-oh. Sorry. Oscar is here. Welcome. Wesley. Hi, Wesley. Irmak. Hey, Irmak. Welcome. Julio. Hi, Julio. Jude is here. Hey, Jude. Welcome. Bella. Hi, Bella. Sabri. Hi, Sabri. Welcome. Deborah is here. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. Anshu. Hi, Anshu. Lorraine is here. Hi. Param. Hi, Param. Welcome. Okay, Sam. Hi, Sam. I am good. What about you? Thank you so much for asking. Camilla is here. Thank you so much. Floor is here. Shivam. Hi, Shivam. A-N-G. Welcome. Hi, Jonas. Okay, 6-1. Here is yours. Hi, Yuki. Here is yours. Frankie. Frankie, welcome. You're most welcome. Maria is here. Shahmir, welcome. Here is yours. Danny, thank you so much, Danny. Here is yours. Okay, Adi. Welcome, Adi. Alana. Hi, Alana. Natalia is here. Welcome, Natalia. Thank you so much for joining. Roya. Hi, Roya. Jesus. Hi, August. Here is yours. And Ivan is here. Hi, Ivan. Welcome. Eleanor. Eleanor is here. Nico. Hi, Nico. VACU. FA, sorry. Jake is here. Okay, David. Hi, David. Matt. Hi, Matt. Alex is here. Liam is here. Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Welcome. Carlos is here. Hi, Carlos. ART. Marley is here. Hey, Marley. Welcome. Billy. Baille. Welcome. Steve. Welcome. Aurora is here. Hi, Aurora. Philip. Hi, Philip. How are you, Max? Welcome, Max. Musib is here. Hi, Musib. Hasib. Welcome, Hasib. Greg. Hi, Greg. You're most welcome, dear. Thank you so much for joining. Selena is here. Hey, Gary. Hey, Gary. Welcome. Oliver. Hi, Oliver. Welcome. Kendra is here. Hi, Kendra. JC. Hi. DEZ is here. Sadia. Sadia is here. Miriam. Hi, Miriam. Okay, Isaac. Oh, Isaac, yes, yes. Isaac is here. Welcome. Let me clean this first. Okay, who is next? Yahna. Hi, Yahna. Tyson. Welcome. Here is yours. Hi. Isabel, welcome. Lenny is here. Hi, Lenny. Hi. Saul is here. Welcome, Saul. Thank you so much. Avery is here. Hi, Avery. Ilhan. Hi, Ilhan. Welcome. Okay, Jordan. Hi, Jordan. Welcome. Ly. Piyush. Hi, Piyush. Welcome. Okay, here's yours, brother. Ivan is here. Welcome. Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Arya is here. Hey, Arya. Welcome. Bryson. Hi. Sarah. Carmen. Carmen. Hi. Who is next? Anika. Hey, Anika. CESAR. Welcome. Okay, Tom is here. Hi, Tom. Where is Jerry? Zeki, welcome. SEAMCN is here. Andre is here. Welcome. Rumi. Ashley, welcome. Here is yours. Nora, welcome, Nora. Liz is here. Hi, Liz. How are you, Zoe? Hi, Joy. Who is next? Huria is here. Hi, Huria. Okay, Karen. Hi, Karen. Siam is here. Hi, Siam. Welcome. George. Hi, George. Okay, Zoe. Here is yours. Thank you so much for joining, dear. Felix. Hi, Felix. Welcome. Okay, good to hear. Roger is here. Welcome. Milan is here. Hi, Milan. Sirap. Hi. Okay, thank you so much for joining, Jose. Nahir is here. Hi, thank you. You're most welcome, dear. Thank you. Jordan is here. Hey, Jordan. Amen. Hi, Amen. Welcome. Kingston. Kingston is here. Welcome. Miriam. Hi, Miriam. Let me clean this first. Okay, who is next? Rope. Hi, Rope. Shiva is here. Hi, Shiva. Colin. Hi, Colin. Welcome. Sophie. Hi, Sophie. Joanna is here. Hi, Joanna. Get back. Hey, welcome. Adam is here. Hi, Adam. Welcome. Okay, who is next? Archana. Hi, Archana. Here is yours. Sunera is here. Hi, Sunera. Welcome. Here is a beautiful name. Paedyn. Welcome. Chloe. Hi, Chloe. Edwin. Hi, Edwin. Welcome. Hey, Anna. Hi, Anna. Here is yours, Betty. Betty. Hi. Damir. Oh, Damir, thank you so much for joining, brother. Nice meeting you. Izuni is here. Hi, hola. Kendra. Hi, Kendra. Ahan is here. Hi, Ahan. Welcome. Please, you. Okay. Here is yours. Jamie. Jamie is here. Liam is here. Bandar. Okay, here is yours. DAX. Welcome. Josie is here. D Joy. Hi. Ella. Annie. So hey Sophie. CYPS. Welcome. Camilo. Hey Camilo, thank you so much for joining. IAN. HUDSON. Welcome. Here is yours. Okay, who's next? Yasin. Welcome. Hi Daksh, welcome. Jessica is here. Hi Jessica. Come on guys, please double tap on your screens to like the live and don't forget to subscribe. Phil is here. Sanjay, welcome. Here is yours. K Love. Hi. EYELEN, welcome. Here is your J and Max. Hi. Leo, you're most welcome, dear. Thank you so much. Mike Benny. Hi. Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. KLUCIANA. Welcome. Here is yours. Jamshed, welcome. Sasha, thank you so much for joining. Here is yours. Jay Rehan is here. You're most welcome, dear. Thank you. Rehan, welcome. Dave. Hi. Ki Usman. Hi Usman, Yash, Varma, welcome. Mukesh is here. Hi Mukesh, Amre. Hi Amre. Thank you so much for joining everyone. Please double tap on your screen. Liz is here. Shehajra. Hi. Pablo. Hey Pablo. Fiona is here. Hello. Amal. Hi. Welcome. Keeping him W. Hi. INO. Welcome. Awesome is here. Hi, Awesome. Yigit. Hi, Yigit. Welcome. Sacai. Sisai is here. Hi, Suk. Welcome. Here is yours. Hello, hi. You're so fast. Thank you. Talon is here. Am I? Daniela is here. Hi, Daniela. Welcome. Mia. Hi, Mia. Please again. What is your name? Can you repeat? Vanessa is here. Hi, Vanessa. Tina is here. Heaven. Hi, Heaven. Welcome. GUTTA. Okay, here is yours. Just please ignore the background noises. Shayan is here. Hi, Shayan. Hello. Welcome. What is your name, brother? Dennis is here. Sophia. Hi. Lemon is here. Welcome. Karen. Hey, Karen. Jay is here. Hi. Rehan. Hi, Rehan. Welcome. Dam. Hey, Dam. Here is yours. Yuli is here. Hi, Yuli. Ibrahim. Welcome, Ibrahim. Shug is here. Hi, Shug. Welcome. Praise Praisy. Hi. Here is yours. Bella is here. Hi, Bella. Welcome. Okay, Skylar is here. Hi, Skylar. Okay, who is next? Fatma. Hi, Fatma. Killian is here. Hi, Killian. Welcome. Elise. Elise. Hi. Dorian is here. Hi, Dorian. OMA. Mama. Hi. No, just Uma. Okay, here is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Ryan is here. Hi, Ryan. Come on, guys. Double tap on your screens to like the live. And don't forget to subscribe. Let me clean this first. Okay. Who is next? Noile. Welcome, Noile. Here is yours. Marlon is here. Hi, Marlon. Welcome. Emmy. Hi, Emmy. Simu. Hi, Simu. JHERSON. Welcome. Here is yours. Okay, Hey, Nathan is here. Hi, Nathan. Welcome. Ulises. Here is yours. Amelie. Emily. Hi, Huria. Eugeni. Welcome. Here is yours. Hi. Sama is here. Welcome. AGAM. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Sarah. Hi, here is yours. Sushant. Sushant is here. Welcome, Sushant. CESAR. Hi. Oh, hi, Yuli. Welcome back. How are you? Here is yours. Welcome back, Isaac. Addy is here. Hey, Addy. Hey, Mora. Hi, Mora. Welcome. Oscar. Hi, Oscar. Here is yours. Lisbeth. Lisbeth. Guys, please ignore the background noises. Hi, Lisbeth is here. Madison, welcome. Here is yours. Hola, hi, Charlie. Thank you so much for subscribing. Here is your beautiful name. Paulina is here. Hi, Paulina. Welcome. Pragya. Pragya. Pragya, welcome. Piper is here. Hi, Piper. Hasna. Hi, Hasna. Welcome. Courtney. Courtney. Courtney is here. Hi, Amina. Welcome, Amina. Come on, guys. Double tap on your screens to like the live and don't forget to subscribe. And Elda is here. Hi, Elda Junior. Hi, Junior. Peyton is here. Hi, Peyton. Here is your beautiful name. GLACA Glaza. Thank you. You're most welcome, dear. Hi, Kashi. Welcome, Golu. Hi, Golu. CELEMA Sylvain is here. K1Shika, welcome. Hi, Vanshika. Utham, UTHUM, welcome. Okay, guys, we just have 5 minutes left. Jules is here, so please double tap on your screens, like the live, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Fritz is here. ANUGYA. Welcome. Valerie is here. Hi, Valerie. Here is yours, Octo. Hi, Octo. Jules. Hi, Jules. Welcome. And GOC. Here is yours. CLOVER. Clover. Beaton is here. Hi, Beaton. Anya. CIRO. Hi. Okay. PHEON. PHEO. PHEONIX. Here is yours, Ahmed. Welcome, Ahmed. Here is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Now we are going to end the stream. And our last name for this stream is Mariam is here. Miriam. Welcome. Our last name for this stream is Santosh. Welcome. Addy. Hi, Addy. What is yours? Rehan. Hannah. Okay, Hannah. And Noah is our last name for this stream. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. You're most welcome to here. Please double tap on your screen to like the live and don't forget to subscribe. Now I have to go. You are going too early. No, because of the load shedding. 11:15 को चली जानी है light इसलिए. So that's why. Bye bye. I'll be back. My next stream will be at 1:30 p.m. Yes, for sure. Bye bye. Till then, take care. Love you all. Bye.